Jersey City. Here we go. Unleashing creativity, not only to Jersey City, but to our great state. So I just want to thank each and every one of you, of course. Keech over here, we're going to show him some applause right now.
Okay, good morning. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. It is my pleasure to invite, and all of you already met her, Lieutenant Governor Tahesha. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you know her story from a very modest beginning through Brown, University of Virginia, through law, media, academic career, to the second highest post in the state, also the Secretary of State. She holds two roles. It's a story that should inspire everyone. Thank you for being here. She's very young, she's very smart, so I'm sure we will see a lot of her for a very long time in public service and politics. So thank you for being here. We have several customers here. Okay. We have, the largest custodians, asset managers in the world. We have State Street, we have Northern Trust, we have TIA, and of course we have the pleasure of having Brown Brothers Harriman, who will soon be our neighbor. Taylor, one of the partners, you saw him already, joined us in ribbon cutting. He will say a few words too in a minute. Thank you. We have some of the largest banks. We have Citi, Wells, TD. We have Sumitomo Mitsubishi. We have very large healthcare firms, AmeriHealth, Novartis. We have lots of household brands, Ricoh, Revlon, Fresh Direct, Conduent. So thank you all for being here. It means a lot to us that you will take time to spend the day with us. We have some very distinguished advisors to our industry. We have Forrester, we have ISG, we have the media, we have lots of colleagues, we have the Indian Business Association, and we also have board members from Hexaware. Welcome. So, thank you all for being here. This is the place. We are a global company. We have 32,000 employees everywhere in the world. We have 4,000 in the US. This is not our biggest office, but our global leadership team is basically split between two locations. Chennai, where we execute a lot of work globally, but the leadership is there. And virtually all of our market leaders are based in this location. That's why this is a critical office for us, even if it's not a huge location. So thank you for being here. We went public 3 weeks ago. And actually, if you see that little bell there, that's a miniature version of what I had the pleasure of ringing 3 weeks ago in Mumbai, in NSC, which is the most happening capital market in the world right now, in India. And in the midst of global carnage in stock markets, we are actually up 13% since we listed. Okay? And that is thanks to all of the support from all of you. We also have here our partners from hyperscalers, AWS, Microsoft, and Google. Welcome. It is thanks to support from our partners, from our customers, and the great work of our employees. Right? To our customers, I want to say, going public is not going to change the most important DNA of our business, which is intense focus on you. That's not going to change. We are happy to be on top of the leaderboard on many industry forums on the way we engage with customers. And hopefully you will see one of that later today. We are heavily invested in the most important technology of our time. Yeah. One evidence, in 24, we got the AI Implementer of the Year award. And the two other finalists are global household brand names. You should also sit in comfort that, and you'll see this every quarter from us, that we are a high-performance company. Our most recent concluded quarter, we announced results. We grew just short of 19%, which is absolutely industry-leading. We chose this location a bit for the views, but also because of talent. Think of young, ambitious, highly talented people. I can't imagine why they would not love to work in this place, right? And we hope to attract some of the best in this business, in this location. But the most important reason we came here is proximity to customers, right? Proximity to where our customers are, proximity to airports, to New York. We're hoping this becomes an office away from office for you, where you can collaborate with us, where you can innovate with us. Some of you may have been to our Global Customer Experience Center in Chennai. This exact location you're sitting will actually become that in a few weeks, where we hope to bring the best of our capability, work with you, and create solutions that are meaningful for you. To our employees, hopefully this location will inspire you to shed any remaining thoughts of work from home. The one thing I realized coming here is, it'll be awkward to wear jeans here, okay? We'll have to wear a suit every day. But thank you all for being here. Welcome again, and I hope to meet each one of you during the course of the day and over lunch. Thank you. Lieutenant Governor.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, we have that wonderful view. We just had a phenomenal ribbon cutting. And thank you so much, Keech, for the kind introduction. He had mentioned some things about me, but he failed to neglect that I did all of that by the age of 23. But nonetheless, thank you. And it is my true honor to welcome Hexaware to New Jersey on behalf of our entire administration. I also want to say congrats not only to this beautiful facility, but for recognizing that the Garden State is the premier destination for nearly every industry and sector of our economy, especially tech. So show yourself some love for that recognition. Now, New Jersey does have the talent, the infrastructure, and history of innovation that makes us a great partner for Indian entrepreneurs and businesses looking to launch or expand in the U.S. We are home to the best private and public universities in this nation, Princeton and New Jersey Institute of Technology, and we have 6 elite research universities and 4 medical schools. And the cherry on top of it all is that we have more engineers and scientists than any other American state. That's why it just makes sense for you to locate your U.S. headquarters here. Every day, your team works across the globe to support companies using your platforms and technology to become more efficient, collaborative, and sustainable. Leaders in the industries you most frequently partner with, finance and banking, healthcare, professional services, manufacturing, and tourism can all be found here in the Garden State. And let's be clear, Hexaware is a great company. When you look at the successes India and New Jersey have shared together in recent years, in 2019, our administration established the New Jersey India Center, which has led to a staggering 2,025% increase in Indian companies expressing interest in our state. I didn't misspeak, it's 2025. And in February 2024, we established the New Jersey India Commission, led by my friend Raj, a key partner in developing our cultural and economic ties. And I am thrilled to say that our relationship is bearing substantial fruit. India is New Jersey's fourth largest trading partner, and as of 2023, we have enjoyed $11.3 billion in two-way trade. And I was able to witness our dynamic and fruitful relationships firsthand when I led a delegation, including our friends at Choose New Jersey, led by Wes Matthews, and of course, New Jersey's India Commission, to India this past December. In 9 days, we traveled to 5 Indian states, meeting with leaders from business, government, and academia, including ITT Keech. I was able to enjoy Indian cuisine, culture, and I left with a greater understanding of your people and culture. So, I believe that our mutual success has been thanks not only to New Jersey's unique location, entrepreneurial spirit, and good governance, but also because we share values and have worked to participate in and celebrate each other's people. In fact, people of Indian descent contribute to our state's vibrant culture. New Jersey has the second largest Indian-born population in the U.S., and we have an incredibly rich and active community in places like Iceland, Edison, Robbinsville, and of course right here in Jersey City. Governor Murphy has sought to enthusiastically support these relationships with tangible incentives through the Economic Development Authority, various programs, vouchers, loans, and grants, in addition to business engagement, strategic sector development, venture capital investment, and startup support. And we have built and continue to expand on nothing less than a new, innovative ecosystem. So we are so thrilled that Hexaware has recognized all New Jersey has to offer. Congratulations once more. We can't wait to see you continue to thrive here. Thank you so much.
Keech has already introduced me a little bit. I'll repeat a few things. My name is Taylor Bodman, and I'm a partner with Brown Brothers Harriman. In my role at Brown Brothers, I've been a client of Hexaware for over 20 years. I think it precedes you, Keech. Yeah. You had people who came before who did the good work to set you up very nicely, and you've ridden that wave extremely well, even at the head of it. But in that 20-year period, this relationship has evolved from being kind of experimental. I think that's how I captured it at our 20th celebration party just across the street. Next time we'll do our 30th party right here. For sure. But why wait for a party, of course. So I think I characterized that very first work together as experimental, and it was a great experiment, and that's why it evolved. into a deeper and deeper relationship. We went from a project to really broad use of Hexaware for staff augmentation, to even deeper integration of those teams so that these aren't people augmenting, but really players we rely on. And subject matter expertise developed over a great deal of time to make Hexaware such a reliable and impactful partner. The relationship went, or rather grew on top of that into day-to-day operations, technology operations, and monitoring. And it took a step beyond that to include now business process outsourcing. This is the kind of thing that really happens with great trust and confidence, which is earned and deepened over great amounts of time. And so that's what I like to represent in coming here today and speaking to colleagues and your friends and to other clients. As the Lieutenant Governor just said, New Jersey has a lot of appeal. It had a little bit less appeal 30 years ago when we moved here. And I'd like to think that it's more appealing now because we're here, and it would be more appealing tomorrow because you're here now, Hexaware, and that's the kind of accumulating process. We actually moved to this building. We were up the street a bit, Newport, Pavonia, Newport Tower. We moved to this building 10 years ago, and we tried a cooler look, which I see you have emulated, this kind of industrial. But in this case, I'm assured it's soundproof, which maybe we aren't so soundproofed below. I have to worry about your other clients overhearing what we're doing. But not if the work is being done up here. In my own family, for example, I know that Deepak is also a recent grandfather. You can't really tell your child or your grandchild what to do. Now, I'm not trying to establish there's a parent-child relationship between BBH and Hexaware. No, it's a peer relationship. I'm just trying to set up my point, which is you can't tell people what to do, but when they make a good decision, you can be very happy. And you have made a great decision to join us in this building. I think Hexaware has demonstrated time and again an inclination to get close. And in times like these, I think perhaps Lieutenant Governor just alluded to the times like these as they are. Your inclination, Keech, and all your colleagues to get close in times like these is a great one. And it was established from the very beginning and is a character of our relationship. But that kind of proximity is what gets our extra performance. Now, we are a little concerned because up until recently, Deepak alone, his badge count in our offices was boosting our in-office attendance numbers. So we won't have that benefit. Or maybe we'll have it more now, Deepak. You are always looking to get close, and it's much appreciated by me and by all of us at BBH. And I think when you do that, it's just doing what Hexaware does. And I think Hexaware has been rewarded from BBH for that. I'm sure you carry that same attitude and habit with your other clients. Now, if you say, well, what's next then for BBH with Hexaware, given how well I think of Hexaware and your habits and your new location, I think the next thing is fee reduction. I mean, look at this view. One has to wonder whether we're paying too much, but I know there's more to the story, and the more to the story is this really is your business, and you are this is the front office for Hexaware, and you have a site that will attract us upstairs and maybe people from even further away than 14 floors. This should be a flagship location. I know it will be just as soon as the furniture arrives. And perhaps you'll have an extra couch for me to come and lie on from time to time. I congratulate you on having a wonderful location, a wonderful office within this location, on having built a business that can leverage this location to its fullest. Well done, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, Taylor. It's customers like you who inspire us to be our best every day. Talking about customer satisfaction, I'm glad to announce that we won the 2024 ISG Star of Excellence globally. That's across Americas, EMEA, and APAC. These accolades are one of industry's top honors for technology service providers, recognize those who uphold the highest standards of customer service as determined by direct feedback from enterprise customers like you, Taylor. We were chosen among a group of more than 3,000 technology service providers that ISG analyzes and evaluates each year across all geographies. So calling on stage Lois Coatney, President of ISG and Head of Sales for BFSI, and Erik Aase, Head of ISG Research and Partner. And I will also request Erik to come up and say a few words about this award, and then we can proceed to the award ceremony.
Thanks, Nidhi. You stole all of my thunder, so I don't have much to say anymore. No, what better way to start out than quoting one of your customers? Hexaware consistently demonstrates openness and a constructive approach in addressing our concerns, issues, and questions. They are proactive in finding solutions and taking appropriate actions. Their strong customer orientation and service-minded approach sets them apart. That came from a head of finance at one of your insurance companies. Let me just tell you a little bit about the Star of Excellence program. It's not a customer satisfaction program, it's a customer experience program. And we ask each of our providers to nominate a set of their clients, as well as we go out to the market on an open survey and ask for that same feedback. So it's well balanced. It's not prejudiced against just who you nominate for us, but it comes from our advisors, it comes from our clients, and it's out on the open web. So people are consistently giving that feedback. We ask them, what's your experience in execution and delivery, governance and compliance, collaboration and transparency, innovation, cultural fit, and continuity? Really critical things for each of your customers. And I'm proud to say 85 of your customers responded, many of them with multiple responses. These quotes are ones that came voluntarily from them, not something that we asked for. So we had over 235 providers give us their feedback, their customers, and invited them to participate. And over 2,500 nominations came in just from that recommended providers. Globally, as Nidhi said, Hexaware has received the highest recognition, which is the Global Regional Award. The average score for all their peers was 75. Hexaware came in at 86.4. So congratulations. And these quotes are voluntary. We don't ask them to give quotes, but we give them the opportunity to do it. One more of your clients said, Team Hexaware is a great partner and is always available to help solve a problem or even brainstorm. I very much appreciate their level of engagement shared by one of Hexaware's leading clients. So I will invite my colleague, Lois Coatney, to award Keech the actual trophy. And congratulations again on this win. And by the way, this is multiple years in a row that Hexaware has won a Customer Satisfaction Award.
Hexaware, a celebration is never complete without cake cutting. We'd like all of our clients to take a lead